Hi, I'm Autumn. My dog Chloe and I are nomads. For 16 months, I took my work on the road with me and lived out of my car to travel full-time while living rent and mortgage-free. After 16 months of car life, I upgraded from a Carvy to an RV. Now, Chloe and I continue to nomad around the West. In our last video, we drove down the Oregon coast. We returned to Too Hot, Arizona, where we received wonderful news about Chloe's health. In today's video, we take you on a tour of our new nomadic home and share the first few weeks of living in a radically different rig. Be sure to subscribe. I just dropped Chloe off with her Auntie Ashley to drive down to the Verde Valley, and I'm about 99% confident that I will be returning with an upgrade. Meet Old Clunky. She's a 1991 Itasca Spirit. She's my new vintage, funky, clunky 27-foot Class C RV home. Why a Class C? Well, I wanted to feel like I had a home or an apartment or a studio on wheels so that I could still go to my favorite places that exist out in the middle of the woods, and I was looking for something where I could host friends. I almost got a schoolie, but for my budget, I would have had to do the build myself, which would have been very fun. But after living in my car for 16 months, I was tired. I didn't necessarily want to feel so unsettled in the process of doing the build, and that would have been the case if I got the schoolie. I was this close to getting a minivan and a Chevy Astro. I went so far as to get pre-sale inspections for each, and the mechanic said no. The plan with those vans was for them to be interim vehicles, possibly while I built a schoolie. I figured, you know what? If I get the Class C, I don't have to do the interim vehicle, and I can feel settled, and I'll have my studio on wheels. Come on and take a look inside. Hi, honey. Welcome to Casa de Autumn and Chloe. Well, we have a fan because it's hot. I'm gonna check out my view. Also, this is oh man, Chloe was sitting there. I was trying to make it perfect for the video. By perfect, I mean, well, that's not perfect, but it looks all wrinkled in the video. But I guess it's because stuff has been in storage for 17 months, basically. Anyway, fan. I had to take out the original ugly curtains. They looked like this before. Took them out. My mom helped me sew these curtains to be the perfect size. And they're blackout. You can't see that they're pink from the outside, which is nice. This is where my guests will stay. It's actually a very comfortable bed. It's, I think, a queen size bed. And I made it fort-like because that is what I do. I had all these pillows in storage, y'all. I also had to take out the ugly valances that looked like this before. Not that this looks a ton better, but this is a project. Seeing that on film, I don't necessarily think what I did looks better, but it needs the renovation. I didn't like the valances, and at least I brought in stuff that's more my style. It's gonna look amazing once I have time to really redo that whole area. I can bring my cowboy hat with me. And that is where the driver's seat is. Chloe has jumped up there a few times. It's really cute. I want to catch it on camera, but I haven't yet. This is our humble abode. I love this. I actually have a place I can work, and let me show you this magical climate control air conditioning. See, the ceiling is gonna need replaced, so that is one of my first projects I'm gonna engage in with the remodel. I'm also going to update this countertop, replace the sink, and this wallpaper's gotta go too. So I've got my hands full with projects ahead of me, but I'm just so happy to be standing up inside while still getting to be nomadic that, like, look at the view out my kitchen window. Yeah. Out my front door. Bugs are getting in anyway, even though I have screens. So right here was solar stuff that was not so attractive. So I wanted to cover that. I'm actually gonna rearrange this whole thing and put the needed stuff over here in the corner so that I can put a nice piece of art there. But you know what? I started out using the fabrics I already had in storage or that were in Little Red, and I just worked with what I had. All of these curtains, because this is another window right here, all of these curtains were basically one curtain that I turned into 3. Actually 4, because the bathroom window is covered with that. I have little knickknacks from my actual house that couldn't go in Little Red. Now they're with me. Those things I just have to take off. There were these like corkboard things. I took them off and then the stickies are still on. So I have more to do. Here's what this looked like before. Here's what it looks like now, pre-remodel. Check out my fridge. It's powered by propane when I'm off grid, which is an unbelievable blessing. And check out, it is nice and stocked, delicious. I even have a freezer with stuff in it. I have a microwave. Hey! I've got a 4-burner stove and an oven. And I've got all these drawers, cabinets, like the amount of storage compared to living in a car for 16 months. This is the view out my window. Okay, this wallpaper is probably the most offensive part of this whole thing. First, it was the ugly drapes that I just had to get rid of. And so I got rid of those. By the way, calling the wallpaper offensive is a bit of an inside joke. That word is so overused in our culture. And some friends and I were talking about how it's appropriate to use that word in appropriate times, but it's not appropriate to use that word all of the time. And I said, well, something that's really offensive is the hideousness of the wallpaper. But this ugly wallpaper in here is the next to go. I'm very eager to update a lot of this. The ceiling is pretty bad too. I'm gonna make this thing so beautiful that you would have never known that it looked like this before. The floor plan will still be the same, but the remodels are gonna be incredible. And I'll take you on that journey with me. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Follow us. Okay, so let me just show you how much storage there is. In Little Red, I had like that much storage overall, if even that, of everything. Now, I've got all of this, all of that, all of this, more drawers down there, drawers down there, drawers down there. This bed flips up, and most of it, like 3/4 of the width of this bed, is space to store stuff. Oh, here, let me, show you my bathroom. I need to clean those vents. Those are gross. As I'm editing this video and I see how wrinkled all the fabric is, it's driving me crazy. But if I were to wait until I ironed it, I would never get a video out. So I'm sharing it anyway. By the way, I have this ice pack that was in my freezer. It typically goes on your eyes. I have it on my neck because it's really hot. And I also have 3 fans right in front of me. I don't want to use my generator a great deal. I share about that a little bit later in the video. Towel holders, just funny because I probably won't use them. Some more curtain my mom helped me hem. There's the nice toilet, which I do not plan to use. That is the actual toilet. Yep, that's right. I lived in my car for 16 months. I got the bathroom thing down in a way that's so easy that I'm not gonna change it, because I don't really want to deal with a black water tank. Even though I could, my shower, I also do not plan to shower in here. Right now, this just basically stores stuff, extra water, hamper, dirty clothes. That's my recycling. So it's kind of like a closet. But yeah, this is our humble abode. These next clips are from the first nights I spent in the RV and the first couple of weeks where I was moving in, did some mild renovations, and was getting some mechanical work done. Well, Chloe took my part of the bed. Hey, that's my part of the bed. Hi. You sleepy girl? First night in the RV, huh? I'm wearing a Halloween shirt. It says eat, drink, and be scary. Is it Halloween? No. Is it close to Halloween? No. But I have been doing all my laundry so that I can decide what clothing goes in here, because I can take more than 18 pieces of clothing because I have that closet and that closet. Oh my goodness. This is like highfalutin. Highfalutin. I'm living large, except look at the disgusting wallpaper. I wiped it down. I am standing inside a vehicle. I gotta get evidence of this. You know, Chloe and I played catch. I sat right here on this chair and I threw her little doggy Bone onto the bed, into the back, and she would run to the back and the front because she can run in this mansion. What do you think, Chloe girl? Still having stole my side of the bed. She finally went to her side of the bed. Hi, cutie. Oh my goodness. Her eye, you guys. I've never seen her look so good. That's right. We got you the right eye medicine, didn't we? Right after getting 6 new tires, I filled my gas tank for the very first time. That's better than I thought. So right after filling the tank full for the first time, there was a gasoline leak, which is pretty serious. It can be very dangerous. I'm driving this puppy, driving it to the mechanics right now because it has a gas leak. And because the brake light came on, even though I got a pre-sale inspection. That's very frustrating when you get a pre-sale inspection and 2 urgent, significant issues come up immediately in the first week after you've got the pre-sale inspection. That's very frustrating. And it is what it is. So I'm taking care of it. You gotta take care of business. I got my wing gal. I do have her buckled in to where she can't jump around and move because that would be very distracted while driving, but the train is passed, I gotta go. I love this. Of all places in the motorhome, this girl, she wants to sit next to her mama. Mwah. The start of many renovations to come. Got several of the main ugly, I don't even know what to call them, valances I think, off. Oh look, a bug bite. I'm very attacked by bugs at the moment. And if you hear that loud sound, that is my AC, because I have an AC. Here, let me show you Chloe as I work. My little girl has made herself at home. We went on a nice long hike this morning. Isn't that right, honey? So I took down the ugly valance there and there. I got that. I'm gonna do something prettier because this wallpaper is super ugly. I'm gonna redo the whole ceiling, the whole walls, paint the cabinets, but all in time. I like when my dog is wore out. It means I did good. It means I exercised her enough. The next one to go is here. I've been using this as a temporary cover. I bought it and that was all broken. I already took the one off there and the one off there. There is a leak somewhere around this, so trying to figure out what's going on there. All right, kind of an awkward angle, but it's the best place I can get my camera stable. All right, let's see here. Oh, see, it's already broke, but that's all right. Ooh. Ripping stuff apart, probably not ideal, but it works. Uh-oh, plastic flying. This is fun. I think I might do this as one of my side gigs. Buying campers, designing them beautifully, flipping them. All right, this ugly thing is now out. Something far prettier is coming in. Next project. Do I take all of the blue things down? I haven't decided yet, but I definitely want to take the ugly curtains off because I'm gonna put something better there. So we'll see what I decide. I might keep those blue valances. I don't hate them. I don't know that I love them yet though. All right, let's crawl up here. 1, 2, whew. That's not too hard. Okay, now to take this puppy down. I'm waiting for when Chloe ends up jumping up here. She's so curious. Every time I come up here, she's like, hey, what about me? Look at her little tail go. Hi, honey. Are you curious? Oh, she's gonna try. Holy cow, she hasn't yet. Okay, this one. It's kind of fun doing the, this kind of work, you know? Hey, Chloe girl, can you hand me the screwdriver? Nah, she ain't interested in working today. I actually don't know where the screwdriver is. Found it. Up we go. Wah. Wah. Does anyone recognize this? It's from my car, right here. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff from my car because, well, that's what happens when you move. I think even if I keep the valances, I may have to take them down to put the other curtains up. There's this big ugly curtain back there, but I gotta move everything. Should I do this? Yes, I should do this. It would only be laziness that would be stopping. It's a good thing I'm doing. What the? Yeah, it's gross. Living in a car for 16 months has made crawling around in such a tight space like this feel kind of natural. Now I feel like I'm right at home. I took out the valances and it's pretty messy up there, but that's all right. I'm gonna clean it all up. And although I won't have time to clean it all up right away, I'm gonna put up curtains, which is gonna hide a lot of the ugliness. That's what you get with a 1991 motorhome that hasn't yet been renovated. You know, it's old, but I'm gonna make this thing beautiful. After working on the rig, Chloe had a wrestling match with a stick. It was a close match. The stick was fierce, but Chloe met the challenge like a champion. In the end, Chloe prevailed. But the stick wore her out, and she stole both of my pillows on my side of the bed again. One thing that I have missed when I lived in my car was a full-length mirror. I've got like almost a full-length mirror. First time on a dirt road in my motorhome. She's doing great! Old Clunky's really, especially with her new tires, Old Clunky's doing fantastic. Got my wing gal, who's also doing great. We're a little hot. The dash AC doesn't work. Let me tell you about her name. I knew that I was gonna want a Schoolie or a Ford Ecoline or a Class C because they're clunky and they're funky. And that's kind of my jam. When I saw this, I thought this is perfect. She's clunky and she's funky. And then as I was thinking of a name, I thought she's Clunk and Funk. And then I started calling her Old Clunky. And I was like, her essence, is the essence of the motorhome gonna be okay being called Old Clunk? And I checked in with it. I'm not kidding when I say I meditated on it. I was like, give me your vibe. I say it in this endearing manner that is actually filled with love and something I was looking for. And the response that I got from Old Clunk is she loves the name. So she's my old clunky girl. So me, Clunk, and Chloe are out about traveling all over the lands. Not really though. Now that I think about it, I think I was used to saying that from Car Life, where we did travel all over the land. Old Clunky is really only gonna travel in a small vicinity, and she's like my home when I'm home. I still plan to do travel, but I'm gonna slow it down. I'm tired. Here we have monumental footage, the origin of the phrase, the dog days of summer. Looking forward to the cooler weather. In the meantime, got this fan right on me. Got the window open and the breeze going. I am up on the roof of Old Clunk, and I got my 200 watts of solar panels right there. Pretty amazing. That blessed thing right there is my air conditioning. I've had some leaking, and I found the culprit. It's gonna take some Flex Safe Clear whatever, and it's also gonna take some duct tape until I can get a more permanent fix, but that's what we're gonna start with. Look at that. I found it. So it rains, it pours, and that's separated. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that reattached because water is getting in. I should have brought a towel up here because it's dripping down the side. I mean, I'm gonna have to duct tape it anyway. So I'm gonna go get a towel and some duct tape. One thing that I did before climbing this ladder was make sure all of the screws were like really secure. They are. Duct tape, wipey stuff, scissors. I'm totally curious about how to fix this in a more permanent fashion. I mean, duct tape is only temporary. I want to do the majority of repairs myself, except for mechanical repairs. But things like this, I want to learn how to do them. So if anybody knows what to do here, please give me some pointers because I don't even know where to start. It's a precious commodity. Don't want to waste it. I have no idea how long it takes for the seal to dry, but I figure I should wait to put the duct tape on until the seal dries. I don't know if that seal is going to do anything because it's the giant crack that's the issue. What the heck? It almost looks like somebody did some work on there now that I see it in the camera. Look at that. It's like it's been fixed before. Okay, we'll see how this does. Several layers of duct tape. Pretty much used my whole roll. So it's waterproof. Let's see if that works for the time being. I'm gonna spray over the duct tape with some seal, and that way the seal will also dry over the duct tape, so it's like 2 layers of waterproofness. Hey, considering I've never done anything like this before, not bad. Here, I'm washing dishes with vinegar, just like I did in my car. And I'm also prepping coffee, something I didn't do in my car. I'm already excited for tomorrow. French press coffee. I had a quick coffee at the start of Car Life because I like it so particularly that I wasn't enjoying it, and it was taking too much energy to make, literal energy, like from my Jackery. Then when I got this rig, I picked it back up. After all of that, I decided I don't want to clean this without running water. It's too much of a pain in the bootay. I'm gonna have to either find some other way to make my coffee the way I like it, or I'm going back to tea because I'm not gonna keep cleaning the French press like this. I am aiming for simplicity. I moved into the car because I wanted a more simple life, and then I moved out of the car because I wanted a more simple life. This way of making coffee is not simple. Tea is simple. That's easy enough. We're going back to tea. Chloe, she's struggled a little bit in this adjustment. She was super used to the car. I want to get my little doggy back into a routine. I've definitely noticed some behavior changes. some of the things that she was getting really good at in terms of training. She's like digressed. You know what though? I completely understand. For me, it was kind of a stressful week for me. She's probably just reflecting my own stress. It sure is amazing though, to have this much comfort, this much power, the ability to stand, the ease of cooking and cleaning. This chica knows. I said, do you want to go for a walk? And she jumped right up and she started licking my face. I think that means yes. All right, we're gonna go for a walk. My primary highlight of being back home is catching up with family and friends who I miss when I'm on the road. It's my friend's house for the evening. There are a number of reasons that I have decided to slow my travel. One is because I really missed my community. The second reason is I'm tired. The third reason is I have some professional endeavors I'm really interested in devoting time and energy to, and that's not something that I can do when I'm constantly on the move. I'm looking forward to continuing to be all over the beautiful state of Arizona, but moving far slower for the time being. I go in cycles. So this next little cycle is going to be filled with projects and community. I call my friend Brian the dog guru. He brought a piece of chicken for the dogs. Using the generator has been especially tricky for me, more psychologically than anything. It's something hard for me, just I think because of how much I disliked people who use generators, and now I am one. And thank goodness we're at the tail end of summer. The changes of temperature are happening soon. I don't like this heat, you guys. Summer's intense, and I've already planned that next summer, I plan on hooking up for a couple of months at a campground. I'm not gonna brave this heat again. Car life isn't over. I kept my bed and a lot of the cars set up in Little Red so that I can go on car camping trips. And I may even want to store Old Clunky here for a week or two at a time so that I can take my car and do a car camping trip with Chloe. I did return the front seat to my car so that I can take people with me. Even though I'm still gonna do the travel, I'm just slowing it down. I know a nomadic life suits me. The car was so small that it was almost living like an ascetic. I didn't have my needs met in such a way that it was a sustainable thing long term. I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad I had all the experiences. And I need to be able to actually sit without having ergonomic issues. I need to be in climate control that doesn't trigger migraines from things like heat stroke. You know, a nice thing about getting older is you really learn yourself. I had an incredible 16 months in my car with so much travel, and now, while I still want to keep some travel in my life, I am looking forward to nomadic stability. Isn't that an interesting oxymoron? Nomadic stability. I still have a whole set of videos that I'm gonna do about living or camping in your car because I didn't finish sharing all of the things I learned about that experience. So more of those to come. And then lots of videos about remodeling Old Clunk and adjusting to the adventures of RV life. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, like, comment, turn on that notification bell, and subscribe. Join Chloe and I as we renovate the RV and learn all about the new adventure of living in a Class C. I'm curious, what do you think of the RV? Do you have any design ideas for the remodel? If so, leave a comment below and be sure to subscribe.